Hey guys, Chaz Pivot with Baseball Rebellion. I'm here with Justin Bellinger, and when he's not DJing in the summer, he was doing hitting stuff with us. And once he got released by the Reds, he wasn't really sure what was going to happen. And he can tell the story from there. But we did a lot of work with him. He's improved a ton, and we're super proud of him and happy for him. So talk a little bit about like your initial experience coming into Baseball Rebellion and why you decided to train here.
Yeah, sure. So I was coming back to Durham to work, like you said, as DJ. And
you went to Duke?
Went to Duke, so this is home. So I came back, I was looking for a baseball facility, pretty much typed in Google, baseball facility indoor, Durham, and they were the first one that popped up. And I kind of remembered from my Duke days, a couple of kids had gone to a batting cage somewhere in Durham, happened to be this one. So I came in, kind of asked them if I could do a little work, train, and they said, well, we kind of have like a specific program. We don't really do just like lessons where our instructors teach different stuff. We have a very regimented program. I said, okay, well that's probably something I probably need to work on as well. Do you need any help with anything else? So I helped them out with video stuff. So usually I'm behind the camera. This time I'm on the camera. So yeah, they took me through the rack progression. It was completely new to me. I had pretty much my whole life been a very handsy, hands down, hit down the ball, out front, very hands-dominated swing.
And you've worked with a lot of pros, like former Hall of Famers, and you've been in pro ball, and it was all kind of the same.
I've had, managers of minor league teams up to big league hitting coaches live at my house, spend time with me hitting, plenty of, professional work. And, I got released by the Reds because I was hitting, 106 mile an hour bullets at 15 degrees that were line drive outs, instead of where they introduced me to, you're a 6'6", 275 kid. You need to have the power to hit the ball over the fence, and your power's there. You just need to have the proper angle, and your body's in the right position, and you need to be turning the right way. So going through the rack progression, using the launch angle tee, kind of changed my whole game into allowing me to hit with even more rotational power. Now I'm up to 115 miles an hour at a 30-degree angle, which results in my last hit was 530 feet. So their ability to kind of get everything out of me and to make me the player that I'm supposed to be is exactly what I came here for, and they accomplished that.
And that's what we want to do with any player that walks in the door, whether it's like a 9-year-old girl or you. It doesn't really matter. We strongly believe that everybody can turn the best way unless they're injured. So like you didn't have any injuries, so we went through our normal turn protocol. Like we didn't waste time assessing you and doing all this stuff. Like you wanted to come in here and hit and get better, so we hit and got better. And the way we hit and got better, like you said, was with the rack progression. So how different was like the rack progression and the lack of drilling that we do in the cage? How different was that from everything else you've ever done?
It's super simple. I mean, you come in, you do your rack progression, you do your turns. You can do a couple different drills with the rack, but it's all with the rack, very simple. You don't need to have all this extra stuff and have a short bat, long bat, weighted bat, this bat, that bat, none of that stuff. It's just very simple. Rack progression, right into taking BP, and with the pros, we prefer hitting off the machine, seeing that speed. So it's very simple, come in, get your work done. I was in here today at 1 o'clock, finished up at 1:30. Just come in, get my work, and finish up. That's it. That's made a huge difference. I don't have to worry about doing tons and tons of different exercises and different drills and all that stuff. None of it. So,
what's funny, as your mobility increased, it wasn't because you're doing, T-spine rotation stuff in the weight room at half speed. It's because you went through your turns from a standing position with a hip hinge. You progressed through side bend and up through the motion just like you're supposed to in a swing, and you did with the rack, and you were able to do it thousands of times correctly. And that's the value of, frankly, block training with expert coaches as opposed to just randomized training at any facility anywhere. Is it more expensive? Yeah. Did it work out for you? Yeah. So that's what we try to get people to understand when they come in. Whether you're a pitcher or hitter, it doesn't really matter. We're going to find the best way that your body can move, and in non-injured athletes, the best way is with the rack. So I'm super proud of him. The Rockies signed him, and he hit at our clinic in front of the Rockies hitting coordinator, and then he hit again at ABCA, I guess, at the Hit Tracks booth. We did a demonstration, and he hit 110 miles an hour there. He actually had 7 teams watching then. I didn't tell him that, but the Rockies ended up gobbling him up. So I'm super excited for you. Loved having you in the building. Sorry to see you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything, bro.
No problem.